Today I'm driving a 2014 Prius. It has a hybrid Synergy drive with a 98 horsepower, 1.8 liter 4-cylinder dual overhead cam gas engine and a 36 horsepower electric drive, 0.25 drag coefficient. And it gets 51 miles per gallon in the city and 48 on the highway. Welcome to Pastors in Cars Discussing Scripture. My guest today will be Stephen Toole, professor of Hebrew Bible at Pittsburgh Theological Seminary. Let's call Steve and see if he wants to discuss some Scripture. Hello? Hi, Steve. This is Jeff. How would you like to discuss Jeremiah 29?
Love to.
I'll pick you up soon.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello, Stephen. How you doing?
Oh, great.
Good, sir. Good to see you. Glad you could come along for this little discussion today.
Oh, psyched to do it. Beautiful day.
Indeed. Well, Stephen, we're doing a series of messages talking about the new purpose, mission, and vision we're working on at St. Paul's. And what we're going to be talking about are some of the values that the congregation has lifted up in the midst of all of our listening and everything. And two of the things that are really powerful that we're seeing is a congregation that's interested in learning how to love others as Jesus teaches us, and also to work for justice and to be concerned about justice issues in our own communities and surrounding communities and even in the world. And the text that Pastor Karen will be preaching on today is the Jeremiah text. Maybe you'd read that for us.
This is from Jeremiah 29. The prophet Jeremiah sent a letter from Jerusalem to the few surviving elders among the exiles, to the priests and the prophets, and to all the people Nebuchadnezzar had taken to Babylon from Jerusalem. The portion of the letter that Karen's going to be preaching on is, "The Lord of the heavenly forces, the God of Israel, proclaims to all the exiles I have carried off from Jerusalem to Babylon, build houses, settle down, cultivate gardens, eat what they produce, get married, have children, help your sons find wives and your daughters find husbands, in order that they too may have children. Increase in numbers there, so that you don't dwindle away. Promote the welfare of the city where I have sent you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, because your future depends on its welfare."
So that text talks about being concerned about the welfare of the city and about the people. Maybe they're not going home, and that they are to make their home and to build justice right where they are. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. It's not what they wanted to hear. What they would have wanted to hear is, "We're going home," but they're not. Instead, Jeremiah tells them to make a home where they are. It's interesting that they're not to establish a little Jewish ghetto. They're not to remove themselves from their communities, but they're to pray for and work for their welfare, because in the welfare of your community, you will find welfare.
So what do you think that says to us today in our context of this mission statement and vision statement, where we feel that part of what God is calling us to do is to work for justice as Christian people?
Absolutely. And not justice as some kind of big, vague value, not just global justice, but local justice. Bloom where you're planted. Work for the justice of your city, North Hills.
Yeah, and justice in this context means equality, making sure that people's basic needs are met, and that people have an opportunity to participate in the full life of the community.
Yeah, and the connection between the community of faith and the city is established very clearly here, and I think it's established for us too. God's not pulling us out of the world. God is inserting us into the world.
Okay, well, the congregation is going to listen to Pastor Karen talk more about this today and kind of flesh out what they have said and what we've heard from the congregation about their interest in justice. So over the weeks, we're going to be talking about love and justice. In this passage, it sounds like It's God's love for the people, but wanting them to understand that justice is going to start where they are.
Yes. Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Talk about local justice.
Wonder what this is going to cost me.
What did you do?